Science Tarot Readings. I'm excited for today's pick a card. Today we are tapping into when and how your love life is heating up. We're going to see who is going to come in and when things are going to heat up and how. So basically just a play-by-play of what's happening moving forward for you. My Etsy shop is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading, and that is where you can find me. And pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile for all of my readings as well. We have group 1 with the Finchinite, group 2 with the green zebra stone, group 3 with the clear quartz, and group 4 with the Galactophane crystal point. So like I said, pause the video if you need more time with the piles, but we're just going to jump right in. All right, if you chose group 1 with the Finchinite crystal point, this is your reading, and we're going to see when and how your love life is heating up. What will happen? Play by play. Let's see, Spirit, this is for group 1 with the Finchinite. How is their love life heating up? That's so funny because we have the cleansing waters is the first card that came out for you, and I was hearing that in my head soon as I picked up the card. I was literally hearing cleansing waters. So I feel like there's a bit of fun coming through. Oh yeah. You guys are getting out of your healer era as well. Like, you'll always be a healer to some degree, but I feel like you guys in this conscious space that you're in, it's just becoming too much, and you're realizing, like, listen, I should get paid for this, or there should be an equal energetic exchange. There's just like this energy of you guys feeling like this is not, like, it's not a joke. Like, I'm really out here performing spiritual surgery on people, like, you know, and I just feel like you guys are overwhelmed. You're feeling like you need a break. You're feeling like you need some more positive energy, some experiences that are literally just for you, and Spirit is matching that energy. So we have cleansing waters and desert passage. There may be someone that you're healing from or still connected to. I'm going to move the camera. I'm going to keep talking though. There may be someone that you're healing from or still connected to with the Desert Passage card, because that would kind of indicate that you're still to some degree in the thick of whatever it is you've been dealing with, whether that's a person or just transmuting this energy that you've been feeling. But I do see brighter days ahead. Cleansing water says purification activates your vibrant life force. So I see you being cleansed. I see someone coming in and being a palate cleanser. That may be the nature of this next connection coming through, to be honest. They may not be your forever person. They may not be your final stop, but just that palate cleanser. You may also not be completely clear about what it is that you want. So you may be wanting to test the waters. You may be wanting this experience, especially if you've always been the healer. So I see someone coming in and it's like they're healing you, they're giving to you. But I definitely feel like you have been that person that's been, you know, the support for everyone else for quite a while. Desert Passage says trust that there's a divine plan. So that just kind of makes me feel like you're still in that desert passage. You're still in that dry space. You're still like not fully finally at your destination. There's still like some murky energy around you. And we have this distant thunder card. At the bottom of the card, it says clear the air. So definitely focus on cleansing if you're not already. But with that distant thunder, you can feel it in your being. Like, if I take on one more of these healing ass relationships, like, I may not make it, or like it may really take me out. Like, it's too much. Like, you can feel that it's, I don't know, there's just like this feeling of it only getting more intense or worse or just overwhelming you. And it's hard to explain because it's like you're so used to being a healer and the transmuter that even though you're tired, it's not like you're desolate. You're still in a better space than the people you have to heal. But it's still like, it's noticeable enough, it's heavy enough for you to be like, I do need to pivot and move in a different direction. Mystic Healer says healing energy flows through you. I really feel like there's no way you don't know that already. Embracing Enthusiasm says shout to the heavens with happiness. So I do see a reason for you to get excited coming through. I do see someone kind of dazzling you, whereas you've been the person that has, you know, always kind of been the dazzler, the person doing the entertaining, the person bringing things together. Even like conversations, I'm feeling like just holding a conversation these days may feel exhausting because it's like you've always had to be in that position, the person who was holding conversations, leading conversations, putting in all the work. And I feel like you guys will have some good conversation coming up. So how is your love life heating up? Well, so far, honestly, for you, group one, right away, I'm getting a cleansing. And then I'm getting embracing enthusiasm. So it feels like you're dating. There may be multiple people. Let's see. Spirit. Yeah, you guys are in this honestly kind of weird space. It's like you want to, it's like the healer is in your bones, or not even the healer, but you're just not a quitter. We have memories, reunion, and against the odds, but then we also have love games. So on one end, you really want to go out and explore and date other people. And on the other end, you still kind of feel a way about the past. It may not be that you still want to be with someone from the past, but there's just memories of the past resurfacing. And to be honest, it may not even be a positive thing. It could be something that's just making you feel like sick. Like, I cannot believe. I always say that, like, when you're in it, it's hard to see. But when you're out of a situation, you have that bird's eye view. You have that perspective. So it's like a lot of times you'll get more mad when you get home after an encounter, or you'll get more angry after a relationship is over, because it's like you're out of it. So you're able to see, like, and fully acknowledge everything that's happened. So you may be in that kind of space. To be honest, group one, just allow yourself to feel all the feels, because, you know, you're a transmuter and you need to allow that energy to process. I don't see any reason to force yourself, like, to act like you don't feel anything. Allow yourself to feel it. Spirit, how is group one's love life heating up? How is their... To be honest, there may be a second chance with someone of the past. I really do feel like it's for those of you who do see it with this person, and also those of you who don't see it with this person. I feel like this person is getting signs and signals. I mean, we did have the reunion card, which I kind of wanted to skate over because it's like, ugh, let's just get out of this energy. But to be honest, I feel like your love life may be heating up because there is someone coming back from the past that's pursuing you the way that you've kind of always wanted them to. I mean, we have engagement and dreams. So this person is coming back with an offer. And also with the dreams card, it's like they've been having these spiritual experiences when it comes to you, like dreams, that they're not used to that. They're not used to a high level of like synchronicity and things happening where it's like, okay, we can't ignore that this is a sign from the universe. We have boredom and imperfections. So I feel like you may date people who don't know what they want. And so they end up dating people and just nitpicking, trying to get them to show up as this unrealistic, like perfect version of a partner. And I feel like someone is realizing, like, no one is perfect and you're the person I, you know, should be with. You're the person that I want. We have love vibes. And then we have shame and protection. So spirit is actually keeping this person away from you. This person may have tried to come in multiple times up until this point. I remember I was doing a reading for someone not too long ago, and they were still connected to another person, but tapping into that person's energy, I was seeing like they would literally go to grab their phone and they would forget what they're doing. Like, you know how you walk into a room and it's like you forget what you came in for? They were having that, but when it had anything to do with them. So I'm like, to be honest, Spirit is protecting this person from you because it's like they've tried to like take action or reach out, whatever, but Spirit's like diverting their attention. Like Spirit's like, nope. soon as they're about to hop in their car and they're about to come see you, they ain't got no gas or something, like they left their car on all night. They left the light on, so they need to jump. Like they can't do it. Like stuff like that may be happening. I feel like it's because Spirit is trying to get them to work through that shame and grow, because it's not enough to just want to move forward or to get engaged or to get married or to be in a committed relationship. Spirit is like, good, you feel that in your spirit. You're finally picking up what I'm throwing down. That's great, but we need to take it even a step further and work through this shame, work through this imperfection issue, work through the boredom that you start to feel in relationships. Like Spirit's like, I'm glad you're, feeling a new tune and you're feeling like you're ready to move forward, but it's just not enough. Even further growth is going to have to happen. We have the excitement card. Oh, there's another card that flipped over. Excitement and evaluation. So I feel like you are excited to see this person, and also this person is coming through in a much different energy, and I do see you reevaluating this person, which is so funny because I was feeling that. I was like, I'm actually feeling this for those of you who would want to talk to this person again, and even those of you who wouldn't. And that's why, because they're coming in a not only a different energy, but they really do kind of seem like a new person. Also, this person is dating you, which is why this feels exciting, because they're taking you on dates. It's not like, oh, I already know you, so I don't have to date you. I already know you. We've already hung out at my house, so we can just do that again. I don't have to spend any money. I don't have to put in any effort to look good. You can just come through and we can do our regular thing. No, it's not like that this time around. This time around, they're actually, dating you in a traditional way and trying to show you, like, not only do I care about you, but I'm going to put in that work. So it is exciting, and it is, there's a lot of romantic energy in the air. And this has either been weighing on your chest because you wanted this, or it's been weighing on your chest because you knew you had to clear it. So the plot is definitely, listen, the plot thickens. Okay, let's get a timeline, and then I'll see what they're going to be doing. We have the winter card that jumped out. Spring now. I just heard December 20th. Something may have happened. Oh, here's the 20 card. That's so funny because I was looking at the O2 and I'm like, that's not 20 though. But then I see this one here as well. I feel like they're going to take a long time to grow and transform. But this is what I can say, because it's so interesting. We have the years card, yet we have Speedy that came up. So I feel like this person is connecting with you right away. But as far as you two getting in a relationship or, getting engaged, that's still going to take some time. This person wants to connect with you before you go connect with someone else. But they also understand that they still have healing to do. You can also see that they still have healing to do. So I feel like you're being patient with them through that process. And I feel like you're not taking them super seriously, like you're dating them, but also dating other people. And it's just like, may the best one win at this point. We got Wednesday and winter that also came up. Like I said, I was hearing December 20th. That may be someone's birthday or something may have happened around that time. Things may have been really intense this winter between you and this person. We have 11, we have 18. 11 could represent November as well. And we have 02 and 20. You may be seeing 222, combinations of 2s and 20s. 2020 may have been when you met this person, or that may have been significant in this connection. That could have also been when the breakup was, if you officially dated this person. Spirit, how are things heating up for group 1? What is happening outside of this connection? We have the 9 of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups in reverse. So Spirit is saying, to be honest, you're kind of repelling love, but it's only because you know what it is that you need. or you know what you deserve is a better way to put it. Because in the beginning of the reading, I was kind of feeling like some of you didn't exactly know what you need at this point. It's like, you know what, Spirit, I don't even know exactly what to ask for. I know what I'm trying to feel, but I don't know exactly what I don't know exactly what to ask for at this point. I'm just kind of open to what Spirit has for me. And tapping in to see like, okay, what else is going on in your love life? I see you getting more attention, but Knight of Cups in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles is kind of like, I got it. You're blocking, offers from coming through. Like, people don't see you as approachable. They kind of see you as someone who like, you're intimidating. Like, you seem good, but I gotta be honest, like, I've been noticing a lot of feminine energy in the collective. Like, the way people be staring me down at the gym and going out of their way to like walk in front of me, or like when I'm about to leave, the way they try to linger around the door, it's like, I'm still not talking to you first though. Like, I don't mind talking to someone first, but I'm still not going to pursue you. Like, why are you a masculine trying to make yourself available? Why are you trying to receive right now? That's very feminine. I'm so sorry, but it's not giving what it's supposed to give out here. And that's how I see you guys, like, in this similar energy where it's like, listen, if it's not giving what it's supposed to give, then I'm not interested. I'm not like Knight of Cups in reverse. You can keep your offer if I have to work for it, because that's not an offer. I just feel like you guys are like, at the end of the day, do I want to be alone forever? No, but will I if that means that I have to like dumb myself down or water down what I want and need? Yeah, I will. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Five of Cups. So it's like, yeah, it's a little disappointing and it's a bit disheartening, but Eight of Swords in reverse, I'm not going to be confined like anymore in any way, like by a relationship or a person that just isn't showing up for me. Like, I feel like you guys have had a pivot in your maturity. It just feels like you have a higher level of perspective at this point. And we also have the Six of Pentacles. So you are open. Oh, wow. The Six of Pentacles and the Hermit. So you're open to what Spirit has to give you. But, honestly, I do see you guys kind of hermited. It's interesting because, like I said, I see you getting more attention. And I even felt an energy of you guys dating. And maybe you are still going on dates, but it's just not coming up in the cards. So it must not be significant, or you may not be meeting anyone seriously. It may be like, okay, there's other things you're taking away from this, like not lessons, but like experiences. Like, it's nice just to get treated and to go out on a date and have conversation with someone, but you're not leaning into that magical thinking anymore. You're not deciding in your head like, oh, this is my future husband, my future wife, my future partner, whatever. It's just like, you're chill. I don't know. Like, at starting off this reading, I definitely felt that there was an energy of some sort of distant thunder or other things on your plate. Like, maybe it's finances. You're worried about getting your money up, not your funny up at this time. So you're not doing too much dating because you're focused more on career. That's just kind of how it feels. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. You're not seeking out. I feel like that's another thing. You're not seeking out certain experiences. You're allowing things to come to you, and then you're approving or denying. So you're kind of sitting in your power. Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Cups in reverse. There's offers coming towards you, but you're still not accepting it unless it's, something that you deem as worthy. I see you guys moving into an era where you're also not trying super hard. If you had been like a try hard in the past, someone who always felt like you had to entertain someone, keep up conversations, to do the most, you're not doing that. You're kind of experimenting. You may be in your experimental era where you're trying to see like, what would happen if I did do this? Instead of deciding what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold this conversation. I'm going to show them the best version of myself. I'm going to show up super perky and exciting. I'm going to do the most. I'm going to da-da-da-da-da. Instead of like programming your experience, you're sitting back and you're seeing what is. You're seeing what's going to happen. Like, what happens when I don't do anything? And it's giving you higher perspective, like, okay, this is what's out here, or this is how people are, this is how people are showing up. Let's pull from another deck. Spirit. We have the honesty card. So you guys are being honest with people moving forward. Something about honesty as well in the past, like maybe you tried to present yourself as if you're open, and even if you are open still to whatever, there's just this thing that you have, like, I can't say that anymore though, because people take that the wrong way. So I feel like you've learned a lot about people and how they work and how they operate. And you're being very mindful of what you say and what you do. And you're being honest. We have honesty and happiness. Honesty says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So when you're coming into dates, when you're coming into situations with people, you're showing them the real you. And you're in the space where it's like, if we're not a match, we're not a match. But I'm not going to put out something that's not really me just so I can feel like I have a match, and still to find out later down the line that I don't have a match because it wasn't authentic. And even if I scare people, I'm still going to be honest about what I'm looking for. So I'd rather scare people than to waste my time and to get another body, but not another relationship. Like, it's just like, you know what? I feel like you're cutting all the BS. And then we have happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. So I feel like you have a hard time with people understanding you. That's something typical of healers, because healers have that like 5D perspective, which is why they have so much energy to give to other people, because they're not sitting in their 3D. They're sitting in their 5D, in their consciousness. But I feel like it's about you moving forward. I feel like you want to be happy. I feel like you're ready for better experiences, and you're not stopping until you get that. You're not stopping until things get better. And if that means that you're single and doing your own thing, then that's what it means, but you will be happy. I see you guys clearing energy for now. As far as how your love life is heating up, there's obviously a connection where someone's pursuing you super heavy, trying to make you some sort of serious offer. We had the engagement card that came up. But I also feel like you guys aren't even focused on, like, these kind of readings you may watch more for entertainment versus like, oh, I really need to know what's going to happen, because it's like just an energy boost for you, not really something that you need, because your choices are, I'm focused on clearing my own energy. I'm focused on my own happiness. It's not really like, oh, I'm focused on, you know, doing the most and showing up for someone else and trying to, you know, make something happen to please my family or my community, whatever. Like, it's really about you moving forward. I feel like 2023, at least the rest of 2023, will be more about you. But I really do feel like it's your time, like just your time to really be genuinely happy, free of like obligation, free of always having to take the lead. And I feel like that's what it's about for you. So that's what I have for you, group one. My Etsy is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. And that is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group two with the green zebra stone, this is your reading. We're going to be using the Gilded Tarot Royale for you today, and we're going to see when and how your love life is heating up. Spirit, this is for group two with the green zebra stone. Show me how their love life is heating up for group two. We got a stick. Came out for you guys. Nice. Okay, so you guys are holding out. Like, you guys are holding out for the one. That's really how it feels. We have answering the call, narrow pathway, and rejuvenating rain. So right away, I feel like someone or something has strengthened your connection with spirit. It's like your connection with the divine is so much stronger because you answered the call, you got through the narrow pathway, and there was some sort of rejuvenating rain or a positive experience that gave you just enough juice to take a step further and commit to the path and keep going. But we have solitude and staying focused, so you definitely have intention at this time. Oh, we got watching clouds. I didn't even see that card was under there. But there's definitely an energy of you being like, listen, I'm not here for a good time. I am here for a long time. I am trying to connect with the person that's for me, and I'm trying to build. I just heard legacy. Interesting. You guys may be into, I don't know why I want to say sports, but entertainment, having a legacy, building a name for yourself may be really important to you. But yeah, you're trying to, build something long term, and you're like, kind of looking for the one. Answering the call says the time is now. Narrow pathway says tread thoughtfully, and rejuvenating rain says clear the past, heal the present. So definitely work on that if you need actionables at this time. Work on clearing the past. You do that by doing shadow work, journal prompts, going into, just pick pick a person, pick an experience, and say, what did I learn from here? What can I take from here? What red flags did I ignore? How can I grow from the situation? What understanding do I have now that I didn't before I had this experience? Just start to, pull questions, out of yourself and go for it. That's how you clear the past, by doing that shadow work and by thinking and talking or journaling about what you've been through. And then healing the present is really just about focusing on your priorities, getting a schedule, getting things set up for yourself. Okay, decide what it is that you're going to do. I'm going to focus on my physical health at this time, or I'm going to focus on redecorating my home, my apartment. I'm going to focus on, this new thing that I want to do. I want to learn a language, whatever it is. That's how you heal the present, by creating habit and by setting intention. So if you need actionables, definitely get into that. But it feels very natural for you. You are stepping into your power, and I feel like you see clearly. So narcissist and people who don't want the best for you, people who are, I don't know, it just feels like liars, cheaters, they can't connect with you these days. So it's hard for you to have small talk and random conversations, because it's just it's almost like you may be able to tell if someone has negative energy, literally instantly. So it's hard for you to pretend like everything is okay and to small talk with people when you can see kind of through them. You are strong beyond measure at the bottom of stepping into power. Go deep, explore your roots is what it says at the bottom of grounding. So it would also benefit you to connect with your ancestors at this time. But we have finding sanctuary. So to be honest, group 2, I see you guys stepping into your happy place, whatever that is for you. There is some sort of space that either the universe is holding for you, or that is held for you in your physical 3D reality, that feels like a sanctuary. And I see you sitting there in your castle until you're getting rescued. Not rescued, but until you're, being noticed by the right person, by the person who's willing to put in the work, by the person who's already a match for you, not the person you have to program. Finding sanctuary says opening to your spiritual source. So like I said, this could be your physical home, your sanctuary. You could be gardening. I feel like spring and summer is your favorite seasons, or your time where you start to feel, oh, Spirit just said seasonal depression. So maybe it's that. But as it gets warmer, there's just so much more I feel like you guys can do. And I see you just living life. I see you having picnics for yourself. I see you, just kind of going to different stores, whether it's, a bookstore or whatever it is. Maybe you like to chill at the bar, get apps and have a drink. I see you doing your thing this spring, this summer. I see you really finding sanctuary. And even though this is a reading, okay, how is your love life heating up? I really see that. And I got this a little bit with group 1 too. You may have been called to group 1, but I really see that you are conscious. So it's your love life can't heat up unless you allow it. And if you've done work or asked Spirit, don't allow any of these yahoos in my space, then your love life isn't going to exactly heat up, because, you don't have a rotational energy of people coming in your life. And I feel like that's intentional. So I see that your life is heating up, but we got a romance deck. I'm going to pull from our romance deck, of course, and we'll see what else is going down. But we have watching clouds, solitude, and staying focused. So you guys are not going on for the okie doke. I just saw 555 on the clock. You guys may be really putting in the work to manifest something different into your reality. This is different. There's something about your energy that's just very focused and different at this time. At the bottom of staying focused, it says hold the course. So I do feel like you're doing the right thing. I don't feel like you should change what it is that you've been trying to do. Watching Clouds says, lie back, rest, and relax. So you guys may be in your soft girl, soft boy era, like trying to be more receptive, trying to be more soft and open to what the universe could have for you versus trying to program everything and always be in control or always have to orchestrate things. I like this energy a lot. Okay, Spirit, how is group 2's love life heating up? Can you give me some of the juice? Can we get some of... Oh, you have a card that fell. Yeah, we have the drain card. At the bottom of that card, it says no energy left. So it's like you would like, in theory, for your love life to heat up. But you also know that that means like, maybe it's not like you're going to be dealing with yahoos, but just disappointment. Like at the end of the day, you can have a nice date, but still go home and feel a little disappointed because you know that person isn't your person. I literally cried on a date one time. I went to the bathroom. I am such a Cancer. I am such a crier. I went to the bathroom and I have this thing where I know in an instant whether someone is for me or not. And I went to the bathroom and I cried because it's like, you're a great person and I'm having fun with you on this date, but I know you're not my person, so I'm disappointed. Anyways, we were at this restaurant and they had a bunch of different tequilas. So we got shit-faced. I toured them around the city because they weren't from where I'm from. We went to other bars. It was a great sloppy mess. Once I accepted, like, okay, this isn't my forever person, I could move forward and still have fun. And that's exactly what I had did. But I say all that to say, like, it's okay if you're, you know, feeling disappointed, but it's just like, you can't, it's one of those things where it's like, you can't just focus on like, oh, like, how's your love life heating up when you have so much intention already, when you are consciously programming your reality, because that's just not going to be your experience. Like, you're in a space where it's like, you're not naive and just kind of open to whatever comes. You've already said like, Spirit, I'm not with the foolishness. I'm not with the foolishness, Spirit. I'm not doing that. And Spirit is responding, you know, accordingly. Ooh. Look, you guys, we have engagement, we have love vibes. So I do see you getting what it is that you want. And we are going to pull from a time frame as well after we see, like, you know, what's tea, what's, you know, what's being offered, So it's working. It's not all for nothing. But yeah, you guys are like, honestly, I'd rather have a hot girl, hot boy summer on my own. Than be drained by another person. It's like, if I'm going to be drained, I'm going to be drained because I went to that concert and I had the time of my life, because I had that experience, because I've been all day living my life. Like, I'm not going to be drained for a romantic connection. Wow, we got the real deal card that came out for you guys as well. So I see that you're calling in someone specific. You're kind of like trying to call in your soulmate, like a match. Yeah, we have the Destiny card here as well, and we have renewal. So there's a lot of people crushing on you, but they can't get to you. There's so many parallels between you and group 1. It's kind of like weird how many parallels there are between the two of you guys. I feel like you guys are like opposites on the zodiac wheel, like Cancer and Capricorn. Like, you're each other pushed out, like that. You're the opposite, you and group 1, but the same. But with the secret feelings card, yeah, you have a lot of secret admirers, but it's like they can't get to you. And I was telling group 1 about this as well. I did a reading for someone a long time ago, and you know, we were tapping into someone from their past, trying to see what's up to them. You know, usually that person would have been back, you know, by this time. So they were like, you know, what's going on in this connection? So I'm looking and I'm like seeing all sorts of stuff. And I'm like, holy shit. You know how you walk into a room and you literally forget what you went in there for? This person was having that experience when they would go to look at their phone. It's like they literally forgot who they were going to text. Or when they were going to, you know, get in their car and pull up on them, it's like their car light was on all night, so their battery was dead, so they needed to jump, like they couldn't go. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. I never really saw something like that at the time. I was like, oh, but this is definitely spiritual protection. So I see you having some of that as well. With the secret feelings card, it's like a lot of people have feelings for you, but nobody's saying anything because you have already made it clear with spirit, like, listen, spirit, I don't want the foolishness, even if it's just gonna be a good time. So we have the real deal and renewal, and then we have destiny. Real deal says the real thing. Renewal says starting over again, and destiny says we were meant to be. So you guys are in your renewal energy, starting over, dating yourself, doing for yourself. And if it's destiny, they'll be able to come through. But if it's not a match, then they're not going to be able to, they're not going to be able to move forward. We got the the 4 of Pentacles. So you guys are holding back your goodies. 4 of Pentacles is very intentional about where you spend your energy. I just saw 1212 on the camera. I love that angel number. 1212. Well, angel numbers have different meanings to everyone, but 1212 for me had been a confirmation for a long time that it's kind of like what you're seeking is also seeking you. So 1 being the self, 2 being like the desire, what it is you're wanting, what it is you're trying to manifest. Break those down. There are 3, which is alignment. And then you have that twice. You have it mirrored. So after the 2 dots in the middle for the time, then you have the other 12. And it's like what you're seeking is also seeking you. So that may be confirmation for someone who couldn't figure out what 1212 was trying to communicate to them personally. I also like the angel number website, Joanne Sacred Scribes. There's just one person, Joanne, that runs the site. She's fabulous. She's such a nerd. Her angel numbers are so accurate, well thought out, and like genuine. I find that sometimes when you look up angel numbers, it's like you get like your guides are protecting you, or you're manifesting something. Like, give me the tea. Like, this is a waste of time. What does spirit have to give me an angel number to tell me what I already know for? So I like her website. She has accurate descriptions on there. But yeah, we got a lot of 9 energy. You may be seeing 1010 as well. We got the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Wands. So 9 of Wands is like, listen, I've already done my due diligence. I've already done my part. I'm ready to move forward. And 9 of Cups is like, I'm truly happy with what I have. I'm not going to be unhappy or feel without anymore. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles, like I said, waiting out for the right opportunity, waiting out for the right person. Spirit, how is their love life heating up? Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay, let's move to a timeline. I'm not getting very much from the tarot. Oh, we got the Fool at the bottom of the deck. So there is a new beginning coming. But I feel like Spirit's just showing us more of what you already know and what you're already moving through. 7 of Swords can be a card of self-sabotage, and the fact that that's coming up in reverse lets me know that it's going to be, it feels good to get the attention and to have people like, you know, trying to get your attention and flirt with you a little bit. But 7 of Swords in reverse, I don't see you biting or reciprocating unless it's a serious offer at this point. So you'll have fun here and there, but let me pull from a time frame, and then maybe I'll pull some more tarot. We'll see. Speedy. Spirit, can I get a timeline for group 2? I swear one of these flipped over. Or I see it. Oh, snap. Well, actually, I think by the time this video posts, yeah, we're currently past the 20th as I'm recording this. So we have Pisces season, February 19th to March 20th. There may be someone new in your life, but you're not dating them quite yet. Like, say for an example, you work with this person, but obviously you guys haven't talked about, you know, anything romantic. There could be someone that you meet during Pisces season that is turning out to be your romantic partner down the line. But we have the Speedy card here, so I feel like things are happening pretty quick for you, group 2. I feel like you're manifesting someone generally pretty quickly. We do have change your attitude and wait a little bit longer, so you may be focused on the wrong things. Like maybe you're still in manifestation mode where it's like you feel like you have to be the one who is putting in work for something to come through, and Spirit is saying you can reprioritize, you can focus on other things now. Also, I feel the energy with that of Spirit kind of saying it's okay for you to focus on like your own happiness at this point. You don't like have to do more when it comes to this process. Like you can focus on yourself without things falling through is basically what I'm saying. Some of you want to be hands-on in this part of the process, like the when part. But Spirit is saying like, let me work, let me cook, let me do my part. We have years and then we have 13 that came up. So I do feel like it's going to be years before you're married or engaged. Years plural. But I do feel like you will meet your person, if not already, soon. Your next long-term connection. We have the Two of Cups that just wanted to pop out. So there's definitely an energy here or a focus on divinely guided connections and the right kind of connections. Also, we do have the Death card in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So there is something that is still weighing on your consciousness or someone that is still in your energy that may be blocking things from coming in quickly, or that may be shaping your reality. Here's the thing. It's a good time to do a cord cutting ritual, because even if you say like, okay, how could that person affect me just because they want me or just because they think I'm still theirs? Well, because especially if you have any sort of entanglement with this person, aka if you have slept with this person, you now have an energetic attachment, you now have an energetic entanglement, and that's when you start dreaming about them. That's when everything, that's why, you know, they say like you go crazy after you get that D, because you get dematized. And it's true, because that be hidden, okay? And it activates something within you spiritually, and it makes a connection. And that's when you start going crazy or having all these spiritual experiences, and you can't get this person off your mind because there is an entanglement there. So yes, even if you're like, I would never entertain that kid again, I'm not thinking about that person, like I don't want to be with them, you still want to do that cord cutting ritual, because it does matter. Because once you have that connection, that entanglement energetically, it can affect you and block you. So we have the Death card in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. That would be kind of a cause for concern. It's always just like good housekeeping to make sure you're keeping up on your, you know, cleansing and things like that, and cutting cords, and, you know, doing spell work to protect you, some return to sender work. It's always good to do those things in general, but Spirit is saying it may be necessary for you, group 2, because if you're feeling like, especially starting this reading with the Narrow Pathway card, it could have been a person you were trying to get away from. And Spirit may have called you out of that relationship or that connection, but that person still sees you as theirs. Like that person still feels like they have control over you or say about what it is that you do, or, you know, they may try to come back around once you are connected with someone. So it's best to do that now. But I would definitely say stick to what it is that you feel. If you've already been taking steps to get away from someone, especially physically, I would say the more people you tell, the better. The more people that can help hold you accountable, but that can also know what's going on, the better. Yeah, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this is someone that you have previously invested in that you don't invest in anymore with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, but with the Death card in reverse, there is still a connection. We have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I do see your love life heating up. I do see different people coming in. I do see you coming on dates, but I feel like it's more important for you to fully clear your energy so that you don't start to think that you're in the clear when you're not, just because something hasn't popped off for a while. But even bigger than that, you guys are aligning yourself with destiny. You're aligning yourself with the real deal, with engagement, love vibes, higher level connections, higher level experiences. You don't want the half, you want the full thing. And that's what I see you going for. So that is what I have for you, group 2. My Etsy is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. Also, I do offer custom spell work and manifestation candles on my Etsy shop, so I can help you with any clearing, anything you need, but especially that clearing and stuff that came up. But that is what I have for you. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the clear quartz crystal point, this is your reading. We're using the Cat Tarot for you today, and we're going to see when and how is your love life heating up. Spirit, this is for group 3 with the clear quartz. How is their love life heating up for group 3, Spirit? Nice. I see you meeting your tribe. There's also an energy here of an adventure. If you guys have been, this is for like, if you've already been thinking about it, if you've specifically been thinking about doing some sort of solo travel, like this spring, this summer, this fall, this year, whatever, moving forward in the future, if you were thinking about doing some sort of solo travel, but like with a group, I'm definitely feeling like do it. And also, if you've been feeling like throwing caution to the wind this spring, this summer, whatever, moving forward and moving somewhere else or connecting with certain people, going on your own journey, definitely seeing do it. Fellow travelers and wise leader is like an energy of you having a lot of respect and a lot of attention on you from other people. But it's also an energy of you being thrown into a new experience where you are adventuring and meeting your tribe. If you guys have been wanting to go on like a girls trip, a boys trip, if you've been wanting a friend group specifically, I am seeing you getting that. And furthermore, we'll see how that's connected to love. But that is that travel, that connection, those connections, meeting with those people, being in those new spaces is helping you have better options in love, or connecting you to a better option in love. Yo, that's freaking freaky. We literally have the Great Adventure card that came out, and I kept hearing that. Adventure, travel. Yeah, you guys, I'm telling you, this is it. Like, you're just in this pocket of time where you could quantum leap, and traveling in general is a quantum leap. When you get your energy in new spaces, and when your energy is around different environments, like say for an example, you go to Hawaii, listen, that volcano energy is no joke. I forget the goddess name. I wish I knew it. Let me know in the comments if you know the volcano goddess. But I'm like, if you're going to these spaces, that land is charged with energy. When you get home, your shit is going to pop. Like, that's a whole other conversation, but for another day. But traveling and getting your energy in new spaces, even if it's just having a beach day 30 minutes away from, your usual space, will drastically expand your reach energetically and allow you to manifest, so much quicker and just so much better. Fellow traveler says support is all around you. Wise leader says you are a beacon for others. So a lot of people are respecting you and acknowledging you. I keep hearing this summer. I don't know why Spirit keeps saying that, this summer. This may be the best summer you've had yet. You guys may also get summertime sadness because nothing usually happens. But I do see that changing for you. This is very exciting. Great adventure. Take a risk. Venture forward. I'm telling you. And then we have rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. So yeah, I see new friendships. I see new connections. Honestly, some of you guys are getting in relationships with your friends, and it's not romantic. It's just like, I literally love you. And you spend all your time with your new friends because it's like they just get you and you're on the same frequency, and it's just so good. Spirit, for group 3, how is their love life heating up? I see your love life heating up because I feel like this embodiment, like I just feel like you guys are throwing away everything that has defined you to this point, and you're just having fun. It's strange because it's like in the past, some of you have been introverted, but the way you're going to be working the room this summer at the club, okay? The way you're going to be working the room at wherever you are is like night and day. Like how you see yourself now or how you are now, as it's like night and day when it comes to the future version of yourself. Like I just see you in your mood, in your energy. Like it's so different. Spirit for group 3. Okay, we have unknown territory. You guys, I'm not doing this with you, okay? Because I'm like about to start shaking. It's just the energy around you is so powerful. This is just your time. You're going into unknown territory, and your energy being there is catapulting your other manifestations and the other thing that you want for yourself. It's like your life finally starts to blossom as you get into these new spaces. We have discovering truth. It says you stand in the light of truth. At the bottom of unknown territory, it says you're exactly where you need to be. So Spirit doesn't want you to beat yourself up anymore about past experiences that you've missed out on, or whatever it is that you're kind of grumbling about or feeling a way about. Spirit just wants you to move forward with what you have now. You're discovering truth, and it's not that you're blocking love, but it's just like with that discovering truth energy, it's like you're really realizing, because you have such an access to people and romantic options, that you just don't, it doesn't feel so serious. It doesn't feel so gate-kept anymore. It doesn't feel so special. You're like, I don't need to jump into a relationship because I'm constantly getting attention. I just heard Italy. Someone may have been considering going to Italy. Spirit, how is their love life heating up for group 3? Wow. We have engagement, we have union, we have commitment, we have the chosen one. At the bottom of chosen one, it says, I choose you. Union says, let's get together. Commitment says exclusively yours. So I see you getting the commitment that you're looking for, okay? But it's like, and they say that, like, and it's so true. Like, soon as you stop looking or caring about something, soon as you stop caring about someone, soon as you stop checking for them and giving them your energy, your time, they're running back. All of a sudden it's like, oh, I need you. I'm dying without you. Engagement, I make this promise to you, is what it says at the bottom of that card. Commitment, union, chosen one, and engagement all coming up in one spread is crazy. I do see you stepping into a space where you are getting commitment from someone, but I also feel you getting into a space where it's just not that serious. Like, it's not, that's not the reason you go out and have fun. You go out and have fun because you like to connect with people and you like to live your life. It's not to, you know, make someone want to commit to you. So it's weird. There's kind of like this pole shift energy happening here as well, where it's like, okay, you know, now all of a sudden everyone is pressing you out, trying to get you on dates, trying to get your attention, trying to da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, you're the one that's like, not really feeling that, not stressed out about it. Whereas before, it didn't even matter if it was someone like you literally weren't attracted to. You would go on the date, you would let them be all up in your phone, all up in your mind, talking to you, wasting all your time and energy because at least it was something. You're not on that anymore. Your energy has shifted, period, point blank. We do have reunion and keeping watch. We have masks and vulnerability. So there is someone of the past coming back, and it's likely because they see you in this energy where you're living life. You're not, you know, stressed out about them anymore. So, you know, now they're coming back. There's been an energetic shift where it's like now they're the person that's sweating you, trying to get close to you, trying to talk to you. And now you're the one that's dodging them the house because it's like, I don't care. Like, I don't need these connections anymore. Like, I'm okay on my own. I have what I need. I have my friends. I have good experiences. I have people who are wanting to take me out on dates. I'm being able to, you know, I can have my pick at this point. And that's what you're doing. But we have masks and vulnerability. So this person's been watching you, Tabs from afar is what it says at the bottom of Keeping Watch. Reunion says back together again. Mass says, who are you really? And vulnerability says out in the open. So someone's trying to be open with you. Someone's trying to show you who they really are, to take off their mask and ask and actually let you in. But, you know, to be honest, I feel like for some of you, it's just too little too late. You're living your life, experiencing bliss. You're traveling, you're experiencing adventure. And some of you just won't go back. We have protection and shame that just came out. So Spirit is, of course, protecting you at all times. But also I feel like you may have some resentment or shame from the past. And Spirit is trying to get you to understand, like, these things happen for a reason. Not to make you feel bad about yourself, but just so you can learn. And that's it. So take the lesson and leave the shame in the past. We don't need it. Like, there are happy times you're experiencing. Like, let's not even focus on that. Spirit, for group 3, how is their love life heating up? But I'm not picking up on, it's so interesting. Can we get anything about commitment, union, chosen one, and engagement, Spirit? Can you tell me anything about that person? Because I see you going on dates, and even though we have this energy here, I don't see you picking anyone. We have the Knight of Pentacles, Earth energy. Pentacles is the slowest moving of the tarot deck. So this has been a long time coming, but worth it. Two of Swords in reverse. There's no illusions. I don't feel like there could be at this point with you because of how much, like, because you're not in a desperate energy or in an energy where you're just letting people in for the fun of it. I don't feel like someone could come through with an illusion anyways, because it's just like you're not even taking anyone seriously to get played or caught off guard by someone. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse and Temperance. So I feel like this person really balances you out. Nine of Swords in reverse, they really take care of you. I'm seeing someone rub someone else's feet. So you may specifically like acts of service and things like that. You may like physical touch. You may like for your person to show you, like, show me that you care. Do something for me. You know, acts of service. So this is that kind of person. Knight of Pentacles, someone who's genuinely more mature, but has still a little wiggle room. Not King of Pentacles. You know, they're not at the height of their career. They're not necessarily a CEO. They're not, like, you know, fully developed. You're still going to be growing and learning with them, which is good, because what people don't understand is even if you do manifest that person who's the CEO or whatever, you know, they're going to expect you to, like, imagine you going on you know how you go on a trip and you have like that one person who didn't prepare financially? That's the energy you're going to be getting off if you're coming into someone's life and they've got it all together, but you don't. So as much as you could manifest that and make that happen, it can still make you feel very low, out of alignment. It still be very challenging for you, and ultimately not be a match, because you're not matching, like, you're not calling in something that you can match. You're calling in something that is out of reach to you, which is why, of course, you want it. But when it comes to a relationship where you have to share and compromise with someone, people will be manifesting stuff that's just like ends up being worst case scenario. So it's a good energy. I don't want you guys to see Knight of Pentacles and be like, oh, I want a king, or I want an emperor, I want the prince, I want the da-da-da-da-da, like, I want the best of the best. It's not at all a bad thing. We got the Justice card in reverse and the Five of Cups in reverse. So I feel like Spirit is trying to get you something that you're actually prepared for. But other than that, honestly, I see you doing your thing. Justice in reverse. I love the cat tarot. These cards are so funny. The cat is biting the owner's hand, and with this in reverse, I don't see you trying to be perfect and cute and cuddly for anyone. I see you doing your thing. Again, your priorities, like, once this shift happens and you're living your life, you're going on that adventure, that is how your life is heating up. And it's so crazy how this is a love reading, but every single pile had this element of, this is your story, this is about you to it. It's not about who's going to come in and change your world. It's like, you are the world. Be the world. Expand further than you ever have. Continue to expand, continue to embody, but you already, you know, you are the relationship you want. So we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. I see you guys are having a hard time being satisfied as well. And I'm feeling like that's in a sacral kind of way. Like some of you guys are just looking for some good, okay? And listen, ain't nothing, I'm not mad at it. So some of you guys are just trying to, some of you guys are honestly wanting to just manifest like a good sexual partner, like someone that you're just compatible with in that way. Spirit, can I get a timeline for group 3? When is their love life heating up? I was hearing summer all your entire reading. So I really do feel like it's summer. Yeah, we have 02 and then we have time is on your side. It could be 2 months from now when you're watching this. It could be on the 2nd of, like the 2nd of a month could be significant for you. Oh my, yo, I'm not doing this with y'all. This is what I'm not doing with y'all. We literally have the summer card that came out. Look at this thick ass deck. This deck has 120 cards in it. This is a thick deck. This is not, I mean, there are over 100 cards in this deck. And the fact that the summer card came out, I'm just done. Like, I'm done. I'm not doing this with y'all. And then we have March. Your birthday could be in March. March could be significant in some way. March could also be the month that you've had a huge pivot. March was significant in some way, or it will be moving forward. But I definitely see summer happening for you guys. We got that confirmation. I was hearing spring, summer in the beginning of your reading. So I feel like it'll, you know, start kicking up in spring, or it may have started to turn around in March. And then summer is where it's like, okay, it's really popping off. Like, you know, you're on your adventure tip, you're traveling, living your life, falling in love. I feel like you're falling in love with someone new every day. Like, to be honest, I'm telling you, I'm just seeing like a hot mess, sloppy, but beautiful Italian summer where it's just like, you know how you go to certain countries and it's like people just kind of, they're more hospitable or more romantic. It's not going to be Italy, obviously, for everyone, but I am feeling like someone have the time of their life, and it's like there's no shortage of people who want to date you, talk to you, be with you. It's like you're falling in love every night. Yeah, we have yin into the sea. You guys are doing your thing, to be honest. You're doing your thing. Yin, you're in your feminine energy. Yin is the feminine polarity of the yang and yin dynamic. And with to the sea, it's like you're receiving, you're journaling, you're focused on yourself, you're moving at your own pace, you're not in a rush. It's crazy how like literally the version of you now is so different than the version of you like moving forward. We have come to the edge. So Spirit is obviously trying to challenge you, trying to get you out of your comfort zone. We got the Between Worlds that wanted to come out. Treasure Island and TikTok was underneath that. So I feel like right now you're in this weird space where it may feel like things are quiet, too quiet. What's happening? You may feel it like something is coming or something is happening in the background. Spirit is trying to show me something, or Spirit is trying to do something in my life. Say that in the comments below. Spirit is doing things in my life. Things are working out for me behind the scenes. Spirit has my back. This is going to be the best summer of my life. Declare it. Claim it in your heart. Claim it in your spirit. But we have come to the edge. So I do feel, and I didn't want to, but I do feel like, honestly, this is dependent, though, on the action you take to some degree. I do feel like, of course, you could still have, like, the summer of your life or whatever, like, where you currently are. But I do feel that Spirit has clearly been trying to get you into new spaces, new rooms. And that's where the magic is. So yes, you can still have, you know, fun with what you have and where you're at. But I feel like to really have that quantum leap, that next level experience, you are going to have to come to the edge. And I didn't want to assume that or say that because I know that it can be disappointing to have to do something. And it's like sometimes you just want spirit to come through and just to, you know, do you a solid. But I feel like everything is connected for you guys, and I don't feel like it's just about getting out of your comfort zone. I feel like it's more about embodying. Like, it's not like spirit is just trying to get you out of the house and get you to meet new people. It's not that you're like, every person watching isn't an introvert. Every person watching doesn't need to get out the house more. Some of you already get out the house plenty, but it's about specifically being in new places is, I feel, the thing. Like I said, is a quantum leap. When you go, you adventure, you travel, and you put your energy in new spaces. That's expanding your energy grid so that your manifestations have the ability to reach even farther. It's much easier to manifest more or travel or connection to people that are far from you or places that are far from you when you've already been places that are away from where you know, currently are, or where you live, because your energy grid is already bigger. Your energy is already somewhere over there. If you go to Hawaii, your energy is already by that volcano. You've already been there, so you can pull on that energy when you need to manifest something. I love this. All there is to love has been there all along, and that's obviously spirit going back to what I was saying before, where it's like you already have it. And it's not like, oh, you already have what you need, you don't need another romantic partner. It's like that happiness, that experience you've been looking for, you're already that. All you have to do is shift into that pocket where you can experience the byproducts of what's already inside. I love this. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that was your reading today, group 3. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the Galactophane Crystal Point, this is your reading. We're using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot for you today. And we're going to see when and how your love life is heating up. Spirit, this is for group 4. Did I say group 3 or group 4? I said it wrong one time, and now I'm like paranoid. This is for group 4 with the Galactophane. Spirit, show me how group 4, their love life is heating up. How is their love life heating up for group 4, Spirit? Nice. We have overcoming obstacles. So if you had any obstacles in relation to dating, whether it's connecting with people, whether it's flirtation you've been struggling with, conversation you've been struggling with, whether it's an ex, whether it's a spirit, an energy, an entity following you, generational curses, whatever, I do see you overcoming that obstacle, which is really going to open up your options in love. It's going to attract better people to you, better experiences. Oh, I think we have one card that flipped over, maybe. I thought I saw. Spirit, this is for group 4. Nice. We have transformation. All right, let's talk about it. So overcoming obstacles, transformation, and navigating by the stars. Spirit is trying to get you to go on a little bit of a solo journey. And it's not solo as in you're alone, but it's solo as in things are quiet enough for you to hear your own thoughts. Things are quiet enough for you to travel to the places that Spirit is telling you to travel to, where you can hear your intuition clearly and where you can follow it because there aren't a bunch of other people around you, including their opinion. So like say Spirit tells you go to the beach today. Instead of, you know, asking your friends and seeing if you can find someone else who's down to go to the beach with you, instead of allowing other, you know, people to come in and say, oh, I don't want to go to the beach, I'd rather do this, or, you know, other opinions to dissuade you from doing it, when you're in your own energy, you're able to follow what you've heard and just have that Ziploc tight relationship with Spirit and move forward in the way Spirit is telling you to do. And that's going to lead you to love. So I feel like Spirit's almost got someone already picked out for you, the way that Spirit is trying to lead you in specific areas and get you to do, things alone. Overcoming obstacles says you can overcome anything. Transformation says a fresh new way of living emerges. So this could be a new way for you of moving. Maybe you always, checked in with other people. And then we have navigating by the stars. At the bottom of that one, it says follow your bliss. So Spirit is also saying the more you follow your bliss, the better you're going to align yourself with a like partner, which is so true. Like when you go out of your way to try to just date, it's like you put yourself in alignment with not the best people, not the best options. But when you align yourself with, okay, what do I love? What am I interested in? You're now in spaces with like-minded people who are just already on your wave and get it. So like when you just try to expose yourself to people, you may go on dating apps or you may go to happy hours at bars, whatever. You may go to certain places to try to meet people, and you may meet people, but that does not mean you're going to meet anyone of quality. So unless you're going to bother yourself with that numbers game and experience all the slummy, scummy people in the meantime, it's better to just go on that personal route where you're aligning with, yourself with people who are already in that same, energy that you're on. We have watching clouds that just came back. Lie back, rest, and relax. So Spirit is telling you to relax at this time. I feel like there is someone Spirit already has picked out for you. Spirit, what else can you tell me for group 4? Nice. Yeah. I feel like Spirit is still in the process of trying to convince you to do things differently. And I feel like Spirit is going so hard on this because it is directly connected to you having a better option heat up. I could see your love life heating up in the sense that you're dating someone new and also going on dates with people who are better in alignment with you. But I feel like what happens before that is you start to follow your bliss and you start to be more open and receptive versus in a masculine or aggressive or action-oriented energy. Narrow pathway says tread thoughtfully. Stepping into power says you are strong beyond measure. So I see you guys are on the heels of overcoming obstacles and stepping into your power. It's like a process. Transforming, following your bliss, and then something's coming to you. We have joy and delight and rejuvenating rain. Open your heart to joy is what it says at the bottom of joy and delight. So you may be a little Scrooge-ish, a little Grinch-ish at this time where it's like, you're not that optimistic. You're not that personable. You're not really feeling it. You're not loving light, good times, and da-da-da-da-da. You're like, you may be a little stoic right now. And I feel like that's okay, but Spirit is trying to open you to a different kind of joy, true fulfillment, true personal joy, not just like optimism and outward. It's like joy for your sake, not joy to make other people's day better. So that may be the shift that's really changing everything. The fact that you're moving in a way where it's like, I'm not just trying to be a good person. I'm not trying to be a cheerleader. I'm in a joyful energy because that's what I want for myself. And also, I'm experiencing joy. Rejuvenating rain says, clear the past, heal the present. Spirit, what is going on for group 4? How is their love life heating up? Nice, we got the commitment card. Yeah, you guys. And I feel like the reason why Spirit is really pushing you to go through this full transformation, and also the reason that you're being in aligned with a specific person, with a partner that's offering you a commitment, is because of this exactly right here. I feel like you guys, with this fantasy card at the bottom of fantasy, it says loss in you. I feel like you're the type of person that really creates this like magical world of happiness, love, and abundance for other people. But it's like, okay, once they already had it, they may start to, move in other directions, talk to other people. They may start to lose interest. And it's eerie because we have the perfection card here as well. And I think this is the first card that came out from this deck, and I was trying to see like what other cards came out so that I didn't assume that you guys were in a perfectionistic energy, always feeling like you had to be perfect, always feeling like you had to do things right. Maybe you're the oldest sibling, or this is how you've been conditioned to be. But I feel like you've always been struggling with perfectionism, trying to be perfect. You may have even self-sabotaged to avoid having to be naturally imperfect or wrong. You may have self-sabotaged yourself before you even got to that point, so you could ultimately avoid being inadequate by being the reason. Because if you're self-sabotaging, you're the reason you're failing. So it's like you're not really failing because you still did it. You're still in control. But if shit just hits the fan, or things just go wrong, or someone just doesn't want you, or da 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 da, that's something that you can internalize, like, okay, this is my fault. So it's very layered. I'm getting strong Virgo energy, like Virgo, Mars, Virgo, Venus placement, Virgo rising. It just feels like you're very critical of yourself and always trying to give someone a fantasy and, you know, booty them down, kitty them down, like just do tricks and splits like you're a circus performer. And Spirit is like trying to get you to go through that full transformation so that you can step into this new relationship with this person without this self-sabotaging or perfectionistic energy about you. We have the commitment card, so it's not that no one wants to commit to you. It's just that you've been presenting yourself and packaging yourself as a fantasy. So how can you be upset that they bought into it? You're a perfectionist. You do it well. Of course they bought into it. You know, you can't even be mad at people at a certain point because it's like, now, come on now. If someone presents themselves as if they're just a giver, I'm a take. It's natural, you know? And so that may be what you've been running into, and Spirit is like, yeah, I want you to have that commitment too, but we got to get rid of this fantasy BS. We got to get rid of this perfectionistic BS because it's not getting you where you want to be anyway. So it's like, how can you be a perfectionist but see that something is ineffective and still do it? Now that's what I want to know. That's the part, that is what gets me. So we have apologies and playa. I feel like you guys have been dealing with a lot of player energy, and I do see someone coming back to apologize, and I love that because I feel like that's something that'll really help someone in your position. Accountability, someone coming in and taking accountability for what they've done will make it a lot easier for you to, take accountability for any part you've had in something. So I do see someone coming back, someone who was likely a playa, coming back to apologize. I feel like even though you may be a perfectionist or even though you may self-sabotage, there's still a connection that you did have with someone that, yeah, maybe you did know they were a player, but at the same time, you did have a deep connection with them and you did feel like, you guys had deep talks and you were actually building something, and something may have happened. Things may have gone left. They may have, played you, or they may have started to make connections with other people. Maybe they didn't appreciate you. And I do see them apologizing. So I love that. I feel like that's really going to help you. But ultimately, Spirit is trying to get you to go through a transformation so that you can align yourself with a commitment with one specific person. So Spirit is really calling you to release like the perfectionistic element of yourself and the need or desire to feel like you always have to be performing. And then we have walking away. So I don't really see you, trying to be with this person of the past that's coming through to apologize. I see you walking away. And I feel like it's exactly what you needed. Like just what you needed to commit to releasing the perfectionism, releasing the fantasy. Spirit, what can you tell me about this connection coming in? Can we get a snapshot, Spirit, for group 4 of this commitment? We have the 4 of Swords. Spirit is like, nah, reflect. Spend some time to reflect on the other stuff. Spirits, now I hear someone's guide coming in, and they're like, oh, they're going off. I can't really hear what they're saying anymore because they're just kind of talking. But someone's guide was coming in like, nah, they can't handle it. They don't get it anymore. I just saw 222 on the clock. They can't get it anymore. Because they like to hang on to, the fun of it all, like, ooh, what's coming in, the cutesy the cutesy shit. Like they like to focus on it, but they don't always do, what needs to be done in order to get that. So Spirit, I gotta be honest, is focusing more on the magician energy, the manifestation. If the magician is not present, they can't create anything, The Magician is an alchemist. So if you want a book to read, The Complete Idiot's Guide to Alchemy, I freaking love that book. It is so good. It teaches you mental, spiritual, and physical alchemy so that you can actually transform your life. It gives you plenty of information, actionables, and it's readable. Anybody can read it. So that's a good one if you want to learn about alchemy, if you want to learn about transmutation, if you're ready to transform your life now. Say, I'm ready to transform my life now in the comments, and get The Complete Idiot's Guide to Alchemy. You can get it on Amazon, and you may even be able to get it like, you know, on Kindle or something like that. You may be able to read it for free if you can get a trial or something. But we have the Six of Cups and the King of Pentacles in reverse. So Spirit is like, don't you worry. I'm going to hook you up. Six of Cups. I'm going to hook you up. Like, you know, I'm going to give you that connection that feels like home. I'm going to bless you with that connection that really resonates with you on a deeper level. But King of Pentacles in reverse, we're not going to focus on who's coming in because it doesn't help you. It may be something that's counterintuitive for you. You may have been using readings to kind of like, you know, distract you and give you something to look forward to. But if you don't focus on Magician, the steps that actually get you there, then you'll end up 6 months down the line needing another reading to hang on to because, you know, you didn't actually take the steps that was getting you that happily ever after. So I feel like Spirit's just like, okay, we're in a phase where it's time to do the work, you know, but it'll be well worth it. We got the Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Nice. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles showing up in reverse. High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, also in reverse. You guys may be focusing on the wrong things at this time, or you may tend to focus on the wrong thing. Like High Priestess in reverse is kind of like, okay, you get excited about going on a journey. You may have a little bit of an obsessive personality. You get excited about, oh, learning. Yeah, let me get this book. And then you start reading it, and then you just start trying to get certain information so you can manifest the thing that hasn't been given to you. Like, say you want a specific person. Say you're trying to manifest Leonardo DiCaprio. Say you're trying to manifest Leo, right? It's like you finally give that up. And then, you know, for some of you with that addictive, you know, personality, you're like, okay, yeah, I'm going to throw myself into this book, into this learning. But some way, somehow, it ends up diverting. And it's like, I got this book, you know, so that I can learn alchemy. But now I'm just trying to use what I learned to manifest Leo again. And it's like, Spirit is like, no, we're not doing that anymore. Like, Spirit's really being hard, you know, and straight up with you. Like, we're going to get through this transformation and overcome these obstacles internally first. And then you'll be able to move forward. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Like, Spirit's like, I'm not giving you nothing about your person. I'm just not doing it because it's like, you're not going to get them. It's going to be another person because that person's going to go and get married because you weren't in alignment with them when you were supposed to be. So now that person is not available. So it's like, what's the point of talking about someone if you're not going to, you know, have them? So Spirit's kind of being, you know, really sticking to what needs to be done here. We have the World card and the Knight of Wands. I absolutely love that. That lets me know that you guys are moving forward, Knight of Wands, with a lot of passion and a lot of energy and coming full circle with this World card. But that's the thing about the World. It's kind of ominous because it's like, yeah, the World card is a sign of coming full circle and it's typically a good sign. It's good energy. But if you're at the World, you've been through all the other major arcanas. You've been through the Devil. You've been through Temperance. You've been, you know, you've had to show up as the Emperor. You've had to establish, you know, fair boundaries. You've been through the Death card. Some experiences have fully ended and you've transformed out of them. So it's like, Spirit is like, listen, we're going for the full Monty here, okay? With this Commitment card, you're getting that commitment. And yeah, they're going to be worth it. Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles is how they're showing up, even though Spirit's not like giving us very many details about it. First of all, Pentacles is the slowest moving in the tarot deck. It's earth energy. So typically, yeah, it's going to show up kind of slow, or it can be like more stable versus just like, oh, it's Wands energy. It's fun. It's da-da-da-da-da. But still, like a good person, Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, but not available to you until you do that work. So for you, how is your love life heating? Oh, shit. We got the not for you that just came up when I was saying that. And that deep knowing card as well. It's that same energy as the High Priestess in reverse at the bottom of the deck. It's like, you know, but you've been having a hard time getting out of your own way. We do have the happy card sandwiched in between those two. So I feel like Spirit is first going to try to get you in the mood. It's easier for you to commit to doing the work if you're happy, if you're fulfilled in other areas. So you may notice like your career going up, other blessings going up, and Spirit's trying to show you like, yeah, I'm here for you. And, you know, I am, you know, bringing other things into your life, but that thing that you really, really want, Spirit's kind of holding out until you transmute that past energy, that version of yourself that always had to be perfect and create a fantasy for someone, until you transmute that desire to manifest something in that hasn't easily come to you, that's been rejecting you. Spirit's like, we gotta have some strides in other areas. We do have breathe and peace. So I feel like Spirit is clearing like financial issues right now, and also issues that are wearing on your peace. Like if you have noisy neighbors, or, you know, if you have a tough living situation, Spirit's trying to make some things easier for you in terms of that. Make it easier for you to get to that space where at least you can get grounded so you can have a fair chance. But when it comes to doing the work, I don't really see Spirit budging on that. I see you guys are kind of at a standstill, and there's a major breakthrough for you available, but you do have to choose it. We have you had what it takes and keep it simple. So maybe you're overcomplicating things. Maybe you're going out of your way trying to do the most, and it's like soon as you stop caring is literally when you're getting all this attention. It sounds crazy, but it's real. Like I be looking busted, and I swear to God, that's when I get the most attention. Like when I'm looking a mess and not focused or just trying to get from point A to point B, it's like everybody's like, hey, slow down, little mama, wait, trying to talk to me. And it's like, anyways, we have keep it simple, and you have what it takes. So simplifying things, you know, starting with, I don't know, you know, whatever you feel like has been wearing on you. If your morning routine is an hour and a half, let's try to get it to an hour. Or if, you know, when it's time to go on a date, if you first look up all these conversation pieces and do the most, like let's try going to a date, you know, without all of that, like keeping it simple. And knowing that you have what it takes, and Spirit is here with you, supporting you and wanting the best for you. But I see changes ahead for you, Group 4. That is what I have for you today. That is what came up. Okay, my Etsy is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. I also offer manifestation candles and custom spell work on there. So if you need some help doing some coffin work to get someone to, you know, back the F up and leave you alone, or if that's you that you need to subdue, holla at your grill, because I could definitely help you with that. But that's what I have for you today. I love you. I'll talk to you soon.